Hey! Okay, we are live right now.
Are we?
Yes.
Oh shit!
Yes. Let me just
Don't do this to me. I didn't put my face on yet.
It's weird when people say that. That's still a thing that people say, though, right?
Yes, it is.
Wait, don't start. I haven't put my face on yet.
Whoa!
Alright, much better. So, hey guys, how's it going? My name is Justin.
I'm good.
You're watching 228 DangIT Prodcast. So, Gabe, where have you been?
What?
How have you been?
How have I been?
How am I doing? You want to buy a chocolate bar?
You want to know about me?
Yeah.
Well, this is a first.
I'm
stunned. Like, I didn't prepare anything. I didn't know this was gonna be an interview. I didn't prepare. My publicist didn't tell me this was gonna be an interview with questions.
An interview without questions. That's a first for me, dude.
You don't have interviews without questions?
It's literally just sitting in the office, like with the interviewer, and he's like, "Want coffee? Thanks." And you just sit for that for a good 5 minutes. And that's not yeah, that's good.
All
right, have a good day. All right, thank you.
That could be a skit. Us trying to write out an interview where questions aren't asked, yet information is still attained.
Okay, I like that. I like that idea a lot. Oh shit, it's Dimitri.
Hey, yeah. It's a Russian boy.
I haven't come to you in a long time. I apologize for our technical problems. Gotcha.
Technical problems, he says. Oh shit, there's an echo.
There's an echo. Oh,
yeah.
Probably Elgato. I'm sorry, guys. Here, there we go.
Yeah, that one fuckface with the curly hair told us that. He downvoted us.
Oh shit.
He's giving us bad karma on fucking Imager.
Also, Naya, why are you texting us over Facebook? Why not just do it over YouTube? Like at least what Chris did. Give him a sec. So thanks guys for pointing that out.
Oh, a lot of people pointed it out.
Justin, we need to tell Gabe about the events last night. You're right.
Yeah, he sent me a message earlier saying we have a hell of a story to tell you about Sea of Thieves.
Let me shorten it down to a couple bits.
All right.
Separated. What was it? Myself, Zane, Mark, Andy. Mark and Andy separated from us with a rowboat. They decided to take on.
Wait, who did Andy?
Yeah.
All right.
Mark and Andy.
Okay.
They go on a rowboat. They gather a whole bunch of explosive barrels, and they were able to successfully go to, I think it was a brigantine, and just nuke them. In fact, I think I have the video somewhere here. Let me see if I can go and play it.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So let me see if I can just add the video right now.
You should be able to.
Yeah.
Would it be media source?
Yeah, it should be media source.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and add that right now. Add news source. And it's actually on my desktop, just for ease of access. Boom. So, there's that. You guys should be able to hear it. What's going on right now is that we're heading straight towards that boat right there.
Oh, that boat?
Yeah, that boat.
I see that boat.
Now look at it carefully.
Okay.
It rocked.
What the?
But wait.
I'm just gonna see a huge ass explode. What the fuck? Dude, what are these rocks?
There you go.
Dude, what were those rocks? Were those the explosions going on?
Those were the explosions happening.
Oh my god, I can see it again on here. Or no, it already happened.
Yeah.
Fuck. Jesus.
Oh, it was nuts,
great.
dude. And after that, their boat sank and they had some really good treasure. So we nabbed that.
Nice. You guys are fucking assholes. I would do the same.
But only after they had come back. And I was on the rowboat. I was like, paddle, Justin.
Who the fuck was it who was it that was paddling in that video that Mark sent me? Zane. Fucking Zane not knowing how to row a rowboat.
I remember that Andy was trying to row as fast as he could. I was like, Andy, use both triggers. Both triggers. I was like, I don't know. I'm like, here, give it to me. And he sacrificed his life just to fend off another dude who was swimming towards me. Like, oh God, help me. Oh, it was
So does every boat get one?
No, we have to go find the robot ourselves.
Oh, you have to find a rowboat?
Yeah. Whack ass opening.
Right. So how do you like store the rowboat, or does it just?
It just attaches comedically to the back end of your ship.
Oh, okay. Nice. I like that.
So you just like row like to the back of it, and you just hold Y, and there's just like magnets to it. Rolled up, loaded 2 barrels on. They caught us. They blew up, and Justin got the chest, avoided them, and I grabbed Justin, loaded him to the rowboat, and we were gone.
Oh man.
Which is it?
You know what I wish we had?
What?
I wish we had the same setup that we had when it was the 4 of us playing one of those ladder times, and we had like all 15 of them fucking barrels at the bottom of the boat, and like, let's set it off and see what happens. And we all died. We didn't get to see it happen. Oh man, I would love to do that. Just get like 30 fucking explosive barrels, throw it on a rowboat, and row at a boat. And just unleash a server-breaking nuke.
That is tough though, because you have to make sure you're not caught. The moment you're caught, it's over.
Right?
Someone just takes a good like pot shot at that rowboat.
Oh, I'm trying to copy that. See what Mark's trying to say in
that's right.
Language.
Mark is kind of like our side by translator for Dimitri, in case things get a little too wild.
Oh, he.
Yeah. I do want to point note that it's October 20th. We are more than halfway through October already. It's nuts.
No way. Also, this saved my translation. Good on you, Google.
It tries to listen in now. Okay, Google. Bloop. I was thinking like, wait, what if I just activate everyone else's like Google search? Like, okay, Google, search incest.
Hey Siri.
Oh shoot, does Alexa say something? Is there like a key for Alexa?
Alexa, image search, gay incest porn.
Gay.
I couldn't think of any. I couldn't really think.
Okay. Oh, following up on that question, like, how you been, Gabe? How's the job searching actually?
Oh man, still not going well.
Yeah. What about that other job that was gonna allow you that?
I didn't hear back from them. I
thought
called and I didn't hear anything from them.
Okay.
I have to like still set up like the orientation with them.
Oh,
I tried doing that and I didn't hear anything from them.
Got it. Okay. So, here on my other listings is just things that we're actually covering this week, which we'll be covering next week. We're gonna be watching a Ruby, not the episode, no, the trailer. The reason being is that it's weird because they said they would premiere on the 27th, and I was like, wait, is that for everyone or is that for first members only? Because they don't specify that at all. But I think it is the 27th for first members.
Yeah,
so
I was gonna say it seems like a first members thing.
And I was thinking like, damn, that's kind of dickish. People are gonna be going on the Rooster Teeth website and be like, where's the episode? Like, you have to sign up for a first member to watch it, and like, that's bullshit. But that's where they get them.
So we're gonna be watching that next Saturday.
Yes.
Ooh.
So.
Which means this Saturday we have nothing.
We got nothing. Well, we're gonna watch the trailer and just by that get an idea of like what to expect. And it's also just interesting to have a discussion on it as well, because it's one of those shows that it's good, but it's also bad.
Yeah, I'm expecting nothing out of them.
I think the takeaway is that you should not expect too much. If you come to like
after this last season, I'm not expecting almost anything.
If you come into like some kind of new form content like with like low expectations, you'll usually be entertained anyway. Well, why do you have a why do you have like a thing of balloon?
You don't carry balloons with you?
No.
You're weird.
I'm weird?
Yeah. If you carry a balloon, you can do this.
Exactly. I guess I'm not able to do that anymore.
Yep. Yeah, Dimitri, how warm is warm? You're saying in Siberia it's warm. How warm is warm? Because Siberia is known to be a not warm place.
How warm is warm?
Yeah.
That sounds like a Gavin question. Like, how warm is warm?
Well, what would be considered warm?
If you feel a breeze on like when it's like 50 degrees outside, is that warm? I guess there is some source of heat no matter what, even if you're like shivering, like you're warm, just not too warm.
That is a Zane question. I believe it is, but Zane should be able to clarify more on that. Dimitri, he's wondering if weed's legal in Canada, like fully legal.
I don't know, actually.
I've seen things suggesting that it is, but I don't know for sure because I'm not Canadian and it doesn't affect me at all.
Oh yeah.
I think a vampire's piss would be cold because they don't have body heat.
Oh yeah. So just
what would cold piss feel like?
I mean, like I'm thinking about just like faucet, like room temperature cold. So it's kind of whatever, but it's the cold faucet one.
All right. So you were asking about me. What's up with you?
I mean, I talked about Mark about this. There's so much you can talk about when you have a day job, and that's nothing at all. Like Mark proposed that question to me, like, so how have you been, Justin? I'm like, I'm doing all right. And there's nothing else I can add to it. And I feel like it's one of those questions that I'm okay to answer, but I feel so terrible after I like answer it because I have nothing to add. Like I'm just doing whatever, and there's nothing exciting about it.
You have no stories, Justin?
No.
Not a one?
Not a single bathroom story this time.
You don't have like a crazy person on the phone that came at you yelling gibberish?
Yeah, but that like happens weekly, and that's something I don't disclose. That's something I do not talk about. There's so many things I could talk about as far as my work that I feel comfortable about sharing. So, I mean, sorry guys, that's just all I can really talk about. It's also funny though because it allows people to be like, so what does he do? Does he talk to people? Does he sell stuff? Like, what is his deal?
Yeah, like 90% of the intrigue is just saying what happens.
Right.
It's not that, something exciting happened. It's just like, this happened. There's a story to it.
Yeah. I think the only like extreme that I can really talk about is just, when you have someone on the other line and they're demanding of something, and you simply cannot do it because it requires so many departments to work together, and it breaks the entire flow of just like our workflow. And that's all I can tell them, that person, and they just keep going. Especially if they talk about their life story. That happens every single time. I hate it so much.
Can you give an abridgment of one of the craziest life stories you've heard?
Just something about like someone's kid. They're fully grown adult, and they just got the worst shit to go through. Like, I mean, you think of like stability. Like think for an example, I live under like a house, and I like make good enough income, and I'm totally cool with like neighbors around, and everything's just fine, peaceful. But for this person, it's the exact opposite, where there's people out there, death threats out there, living in like a very unstable environment, while this person himself is very unstable. It's just you hear this stuff over the phone, and you think like, this can't be real. You gotta be joshing me. There's no reason why you'd extend my what would be a 5-minute conversation into like a 12-minute conversation.
It's like I'm on a call list. I can't.
It's hard because you also have to be like very forgiving of them, and you also have to be very kind to them.
Mm-hmm.
But it goes to a certain point. Like, it wasn't this one, but I also got another call where like someone was demanding something, and I was like, I can't do it. And they talk about their life story. I hang up the phone. Someone next to me like walks up to me and like And I just tell her, like, I hate these phone calls. And she's like, yeah, I do too. Just, I hate it so much. I'm getting so riled up. I need the fan.
just one minuscule bit of fucking talk of work, and you're already just like, ooh, I'm steaming, boy.
Just pat my head. Oh my god. But people are nice though. Working with them. At least I have no problems with them whatsoever.
You enjoy the bathroom talks with your coworkers?
I haven't gotten to that point.
You don't stand shoulder to shoulder at a urinal?
Nah.
And exchange your own life stories?
I think the closest I've gotten to like bathroom bonding is with me and Anaya. Happened twice, I think. We were watching like it was at the same like theater, and we were like at separate bathroom stalls right next to each other. I was like, "Hey, Anaya, remember when we bonded and peeing together?" He's like, "No." And let's flush together. We're not pee-pee pals.
Why don't you want to be pee-pee pals? Why wouldn't he want to be pee-pee pals? I still have that video on my phone of that whole conversation between Nolan and his ex.
Oh, shit.
About fucking them arguing about whether or not she was pee-pee pals with Milo or not. I think
Milo's
that's
the
great.
dog, right?
Milo was the cat that they had.
Oh, yeah. But wait, Milo doesn't flush.
Yeah,
So...
that was the whole argument. They can't be pee-pee pals because Milo can't flush.
And it had to be a separate toilet, right? So I guess you can't really have Milo like peeing or pooping in that toilet. You peeing after, and then you flush that down. So
yeah, it has to be two separate toilets flushed at the same time.
Got it. I mean, that's fair argument there.
Mm-hmm.
But what else did I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah, a little just offside thing. Because we love playing the game so much is Spider-Man.
Okay.
They announced the DLC, which
they nost.
I wish you ignored that. They announced the new DLC. It's I think it's aside from the new story stuff, they added a new difficulty, which is the ultimate difficulty.
That new game plus.
Yeah. So we can go around. We were talking about it like earlier beforehand, and yeah, we'd be down with it. We're just playing through the main storyline.
Yeah,
right
we're
now.
gonna finish the story, and then after we're done with that whole thing, we'll probably just stream a speed run as best we can through the game.
And we're doing like a live stream of Breath of the Wild, like
Breath of the West.
Breath of the West. I forget what it was called, Master Mode.
Yeah. Oh
man, it's one of those things where it's super difficult at the beginning and at the end, but in the middle it's just super easy. Once you get off the plateau,
oddly enough, everything just plateaus once you're off the plateau.
Yes.
I feel that was the same just regardless with just the regular story, that it was fairly simple. Mm-hmm. And then you fight the bosses, and once you learn their gimmicks, they're simple.
They're pretty simple.
The only problem is when you fight Ganon and he's an ass.
Mm-hmm. Ganon in Master Mode, it's so like you have to play like so finesse like, where if you don't get him at a certain like weak point where you don't take him down, he will regenerate all that health back.
Nice.
And it's like, damn, you have to make sure you block perfectly for each attack, otherwise he'll just heal back. And
what if you just get like 1,001 shields?
You can do that. I don't know the limit of how many shields you can hold.
Your inventory is one Master Sword and the rest is just shields.
I remember there was a glitch about like copying the Master Sword over and over again, and the Highland Shield. You can copy the Master Sword.
Oh, nice.
So you can just like have like layers upon layers of them.
Oh, that'd be great. Oh, hey, look. That's someone we haven't seen in too fucking long.
It's Nolan.
Who needs to get his bitch ass.
Where's Gabe going?
Back. Here. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
Nolan, Gabe's going to Illinois in that time frame.
In that amount of time.
Right. That's pretty much the TLDR. Stop.
No.
You don't have my consent.
Now, oof. Now that Nolan's here, I feel I need to slap you in the face with a semi-phallic looking thing.
Stop! You're gonna give him a chode.
Can we just talk about this sound?
Yes, we can. It's a semi-inflated thing of rubber. Let's see. Oh, Leah's here too.
Why do we just have a whole bunch of old regulars here all of a sudden? Why do you just come out of nowhere? You're not always here all the time.
And then you just come out of the woodwork like saying like, "Hey guys, it's good to see you."
Yeah, you're here to talk shit, and then you're gone for a month and a half. And it's like, stop playing with my emotions.
Why don't you just go full Kristoff and never come back to us?
Either go full Kristoff or be like Mark.
Right. There's no in between.
There's no in between.
You either come back every single day, or you don't. Also, things that I know this is completely random, but things that also we're covering is Death Battle episode 100, which is, from what I can see, it's a fully animated like fight between Mario and Sonic. So that'll be really interesting to see, because otherwise it'd just be like, oh, it's 16 and 8-bit fighting again, and again.
So, either you die a Mark or live long enough to see yourself become a Kristoff.
Quite so. Unless you fall in between and you become Two-Face. Oh, no, actually, no, it's exactly falling along to that. Sorry, dudes, haven't been online almost at all.
Yes,
right.
we know.
Yeah, Nolan's been just trying to avoid the internet for the most part, as far as I know.
Based on my knowledge of English, which isn't a lot, I realize that Gabe is going on a crusade. All right, I can dig it. I'm gonna take back the Holy Land.
There's a plot twist at a death battle. Okay, Ephraim, don't say anymore. Ephraim, don't say anymore. You're gonna like entice everyone else to say even more stuff, right? And that wasn't me. That was totally not me.
Yep. You get that for the sole purpose of hypocrisy.
Oh, I see.
Talking about these fucking people spoil shit for me.
It was a plot twist. God damn it.
And then coming out with that.
Yeah. I do hope that Nolan comes back around as far as like making some form of content. I kept messing like his streams at the time, so it's like, man, I don't get to see what he's drawing. I don't get to hear him like do some background talking. So I'll just have to wait and see what you have in store, Nolan.
He has a lot. That's what he has in store. A lot.
Like Anaya, who refuses to come here just to work on stuff. I'm fine with him like working on his own content. He's been like really putting his nose to the grind.
I'm not.
But
oh shit! DangIT Productions is live.
Oh shit!
Like right now.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna watch them. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna check out real quick.
Okay, you wanna go? Tell him I said hi. Let's see. What else is there to talk about? There's. Oh man, like.
I believe in you, Justin. You got this.
Red Dead 2.
Yes, it is.
2 disc.
It's 2 discs?
2 disc. Data disc. Game disc.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna be like, damn, is it like the days of yore where you get halfway through the game, it's like insert disc 2?
So wait, I'm so confused about that. So there's a separate data disc. What is that? Is that just like additional content?
No, the data disc is for you to download onto your console and then play from the game disc.
Okay.
So they cannot physically fit enough of the data on one disc.
Oh wow.
And so they have the main components that allow you to play the game and load the assets and all that on the game disc. However, all the asset information and everything that you need to play this game and see what's happening in the game is on the data disc. It's just like Grand Theft Auto 5 for the Xbox 360.
Oh shit.
Where you had to originally download the game from the data disc and then play it on disc 2.
Whoa, I do remember that. From what Mark was telling me, that game, Red Dead, is like 100 gigs.
All right, well,
it's a Halo 5.
I have genuinely done my best to avoid every ounce of information that I can about the game. Because I just want to play it and be like, this is great.
I see.
I just want that to be the only thought, not like, oh man, this is different than what I was expected and what they promised. I just want, this is great.
All right. Let's see. Good news, everyone. It's from Chris. Hellsing Ultimate Abridged will release both episode 9 and 10 this Halloween. They're still working on that?
Jesus.
Sorry, guys.
I haven't heard from that in a long time.
Bro, it's been a hot minute since we've needed 2 discs, says Mark. Yeah, I was trying to remember the last time, but I guess Grand Theft Auto 5 is the most recent thing.
That's the most recent I can remember.
Because I was thinking like Mass Effect, but that was just like, you know, the whole story and everything to play it. Otherwise, yeah. There's also LA Noire that kind of followed the same thing. Although I'm not sure.
Kind of. It can be kind of classified as the same thing. However, that's more of, like I was saying before, where you play the game and then insert disc 2 to continue the game.
Right. It's not quite assets being like separated from like the actual content itself. Or
however,
playing the game.
Since you miss them so much, here's this.
That's a lot of hamburgers.
That's a lot of hamburgers.
Favorite quote of Nolan's. Mainly because of what's it called? The fucking autocorrect or the auto caption.
My favorite bit was like during the podcast, it was like, could you imagine getting drop kicked by Sora? Oh my god. That was easily one of the funniest moments in podcast history. Well, rivaling that is Anaya's The Lion King translation.
Yeah. I think another good one had to be the donut.
Oh, I wouldn't say that's a favorite. It's just kind of like that hurts.
It's one of the funniest bits, and I hate it for it. I hate Nolan for it. Okay, so what I'm hearing is an okay-ish fighting game is coming out on the same day as Red Dead 2. And so this okay-ish fighting game,
it's going to be
with an already pre-established, well-followed anime following, is going to be completely overshadowed. And no one's going to give a fuck about the game and just be like, oh yeah, that did come out, huh?
I thought One Justice already came out. Like, made for the other consoles, I guess?
No.
That's so weird. Because I always see gameplay. God, it's starting to mesh together.
It's just a lot of, like, gameplay demos and, like, press release demos and all that.
Because I see other people. Maybe it's Japan. Yeah, maybe it's just the Japan release earlier.
I can look it up.
Because someone was, like, playing the game like normal, like, doing their online matches. I was like, damn it. I don't understand the internet anymore. You know Ray, right? On Twitch?
Nope.
Used to be Achievement Hunter?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. What?
He just received a package from Fallout 76. I guess it's pretty much the whole game. And I was like, damn it, dude. That's all I had to say about it. But in any case, yeah, about One Justice.
So it is already out. What the fuck?
I think it's going to come out for the Switch soon. But as far as like the other consoles, it's fair game.
I don't know.
I
really don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. In any case, One Justice is okay.
Okay, I see. Okay,
it's okay.
Are we going back to fucking body pillows?
Oh jeez. For context, we're seeing like the release date for One Justice, and it automatically shows his body pillows. Was that Toga and Froppy?
Yep.
Jesus.
I'm gonna take a fucking picture of that way they can see. And yes, I know to watch out for it takes both screens. So all I gotta do is...
Oh Lord. Leave Body Pillow Podcast. Yeah, not our best work. No.
That was our greatest work. I don't know what you're talking about.
I say it was shit. I say it was just absolute, utterly, well, trash. Yeah, actually, yeah. Because all we did was talk about something that people couldn't really see. And honestly, it's one of those things that I'm not proud of humanity's creations.
What? You're not proud of that? Yeah, I wouldn't be either.
Don't know what to get in January. Devil May Cry 5 or Resident Evil 2 remake. Oh shit, that's right. Resident Evil 2 remake. That looks pretty clean. And I'm still reserved on Devil May Cry 5 because of the soundtrack for Dante. Dante's theme is, ugh. How could you do it to a man?
Had to do it to him.
But yeah, let's see. Some of the Halloween. Oh yeah, that was a movie that's coming out this weekend, which I don't really care for, but it is part of it. It's part of what people are going to be talking about for a while. So, and it is a follow up to like.
Are we going to talk about it?
No.
No.
Mainly, I don't want to watch this movie because I hate horror movies.
Do you really?
I hate the idea of just going in there wanting to get scared.
Oh, man.
I don't understand it.
That's why I like horror movies.
I like adrenaline rush.
I
I
like
like that, but I don't like jump scares.
I like their attempt to frighten me. But, so, this is what we looked up, and yeah, right there at the top, it's just like, why? We looked up a video game. Why are you offering me smut? Yeah, so, good job, Google.
Good job, Google. Okay, Google. Search up body pillows. FBI, open up.
I probably killed someone's ears. Days Gone. Yeah, it has lost its spotlight for the most part.
Actually.
I forgot it existed.
Oh
They
my
put
god.
too much out too fast, and so they can't really reveal more without giving their game away.
It was announced 2 years ago, right? Days Gone?
Days Gone. I think it was about 2.5 years ago.
Jesus.
I remember hearing about it. I think it was either the 2015 or 2016 E3 that I heard about it.
Yeah. It says it's going to be releasing in February 2019. So, that's all we got.
Yeah, it's not. I personally wouldn't do that. I wouldn't know about everyone else, but I wouldn't show information about my game to the best of my ability until I would say about 6 months before release.
Yeah, okay.
That's when I would tease that, hey, we're coming out with a game.
We showed like a game demo, kind of.
No, I would give the game demo, I would say 3 months prior to release.
3 months prior, okay. It is a lot.
And that would be just a press demo.
Right. Like, I was thinking like if you really want to go in on like a release, you'd want to like have it premiere like at E3 and get everyone excited, because that's kind of what Dragon Ball FighterZ did for me. It was just super hype. It just came out of nowhere. And
No, you know what came out of nowhere, has revealed virtually no information, and is still hyped up like no other? Red Dead 2.
Red Dead 2. Actually, they've shown quite a bit over the
the past month.
Right, they've been showing off a lot, and yeah, and you're right, because they haven't showed that like that. What was that 13-minute like kind of showcase of all the things you could do, and I was like, what? How are you gonna do this to me?
Yeah, I always get news of like, oh, new Red Dead Redemption 2 stuff is out, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to know.
Oh yeah, and I guess a good example for you in that case would be like Smash Brothers. How it was announced at E3, like Potter. It was one of the last days of E3, and then
wasn't it announced this year?
Yes, it was.
That is an excellent fucking thing to do. Like, oh yeah, Smash Brothers. What?
Everyone's here. What?
Yeah, remember
Castlevania's here.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah, remember all the characters that were in all the other games, and you're like, oh man, I wish this guy made in the game. Oh, that would have been cool. Yeah, I remember playing as it. And like, well, they're all here.
What? It's your boy, Snurk.
My boy Sneak. Oh shit, Snake is a fucking anagram of Sneak.
Um,
What's your code name? Sneak Snake.
Mario, what's your full name? Mario Link. Link, what's your full name? Link. There's a problem that you guys got.
Yeah, I'm Mario, and this is my brother, Luigi Mario.
Luigi, I see why you have brother problems.
Mama, it's me. I'm a sorry green Mario.
Sneaky snake. And it's coming out very soon. December. So looking forward to that.
I'm a fucking snake everybody.
When was Mario Party also announced this year?
Yes.
And it already came out.
Yeah,
Good job.
I genuinely don't remember it ever being brought up other than like, oh, it's coming out in like a week. What? I didn't even know they were working on one.
Oh, Brandon's here. Hello, Brandon.
Brandon Urie? Oh,
No.
Called Darren. I mean, woo.
Atomic Heart. I have no idea what that is.
What's up? Atomic Heart?
Yeah, is that a movie? Show? We
I'm
have the internet.
I'm gonna guess it's a game.
This does sound like a game.
Release date, it's a game for the PlayStation 4.
Okay.
Also on Steam.
Okay.
It's a Ooh, okay, that's muted. It's a first-person shooter survivor adventure of holds which alternate universes noons of high and Soviet Union character principle 3.
Okay.
I forgot what other time I'd done that where I was like, I'm gonna read these descriptions terribly.
Ubisoft also announced Assassin's Creed will no longer do yearly releases. So what I'm hearing is a new one every single day.
What I'm hearing is they're going to be biannual instead of annual. Great.
Woof. You know, I was talking to Mark about it like during our streams, but like they gotta like pick up on the story again. They gotta stop like going back in time, like in that sense, and start focusing on the modern time.
Well, Desmond's dead.
Yeah, and that's the worst part. How could they do it to a boy?
He was the modern day story, and he's dead. So the only thing that they can do now is explain the origins of the Assassin's Brotherhood. They have to prequel because they can't make a sequel without the main character. They don't want... You know what? Which one was it? Black Flag. Black Flag.
That was so progressive, though.
That was the... What's it called?
Yeah.
That was their Halo 5, where it's like, oh, you guys actually cared about the person that starred in all these games? Shit, dog, we didn't know.
Here, we have it. But wasn't that like immediately after Black Flag? So wasn't after 3 still? So that was like fresh off of like, oh, Desmond's dead. Like, what?
Yeah.
And then 5's like, well, actually, I never even played through 5. I have the game because I guess it wasn't selling so well.
Unity.
I
played some of Unity. Didn't get far. I got bored of it.
I bet it's probably one of those games that's like, it's like, oh shit, it's like Assassin's Creed but on the next gen, and it's like, oh, it's fine.
Which is a shame because one of their best stories that I was at least able to see just are based off of the concept of it. The best one since Assassin's Creed 2.2 was Assassin's Creed Rogue, where you play the assassin killer. I heard that concept of like, that's fucking awesome. Because you're not a Templar, you're an ex-assassin that was disenfranchised by the Assassin's Brotherhood. And like, these guys are wrong, they're just as wrong, they deserve their own punishment. And he goes around just killing assassins and Templars. And he's just, I do what I wish because you're all wrong. This whole thing should just stop.
Yeah, they also released, I think it was kind of like a remaster for it. So it wasn't like 360 anymore, but you can also play on Xbox One as its own version. Although I think it still carries on like the same issues that it had in the prior game, so just keep that in mind.
I'm sorry, they're doing what with one of the worst Assassin's Creed games? If they could not, that'd be great.
What's the other one? The steampunk Assassin's Creed game.
Oh,
I forget what it's
that
called.
is Assassin's Creed something. Mark, shut the fuck up. Don't say what it is. We're gonna get this. It was Assassin. I've played it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's decent. It's good.
I remember it was available like for a short amount of time for Xbox Go, and I was like, shit, I didn't have enough space for it at the time.
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
I can't think of it.
Syndicate.
Nice. Syndictive.
And now we have Origins and then Odyssey. I guess I should play Origins at the very least. We'll see.
Origins was the great schism from what Assassin's Creed was and what it's going to become. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people weren't happy about it. But
I can imagine it.
From what I got out of it, from what I saw from the media and whatnot it going on about, I was really excited because as far as the information I was given, explained it, there was no map. You just kind of had to know where the fuck you're going. Map. And I love that. I want games to stop having maps. I want you to just know where the fuck you're going after getting lost the 1000th time.
Game guides be damned. You just kind of have to remember.
Like, if someone wants to fucking take their time and map out the world and post it online, yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
I remember playing the original Legend of Zelda. I remember playing GoldenEye, the Temple Mission, and how you got around was you had a piece of paper and a pencil, and you just kind of mapped yourself a map.
That is a kind of a cool concept. It's one of those like, what was it? Not so convenient cases, but it's also really cool if you were to actually make that. I can think of a good example was Legend of Zelda. It was Phantom Hourglass. You'd sail upon these islands, and then there was one island that wasn't mapped. So you actually had to go with your stylus and draw it out. And it was a whale. It was a whale.
It was a whale.
And I was like, this is cool. I get it.
The map was a whale?
It was it was just the shape of a whale.
I like it.
It was great. I like when... I guess
that is correct.
We can also just keep it so... I'd be totally fine if it's just one of those things where you don't really have a charted map for that specific area. You just have to know and remember it.
Mm-hmm.
There was one area in Breath of the West,
yeah,
where
like a Zeg,
where your I guess your tablet will not recognize any of the signal or like the area because like the signal gets jammed because of, like the desert storm. But yeah, this is one of those things where you just kind of remember where everything is, and that's also really cool.
That's on the most southeast part of the map, at like the what's it called, that big ass animal skeleton in the desert.
Yes, yeah.
And there's like 5 goblin huts. Then you have the whole big ass dead animal that's its own like mini pseudo dungeon to find where random shit is. And then just leaving there was a problem because you had to go in the correct direction to leave. I liked it. It was cool.
You gotta make sure your sea walrus doesn't run away from you too.
Them damn sea walruses. God, what else? Yeah, I think going back to having to draw out your own map of the world is really cool for many, many reasons. Okay. One, it forces you to take in the scenery that these artists and developers created, the hours and hours that they put in, and you actually have to know where things are and take in the beauty that is the game world. Because there's some game worlds that are really nice, just overlooked.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it allows you to make more personalized maps because there's times where you'll look at a map like, "Oh, fuck is this? What is that? Supposed to be looking for a what?" And you like check your map and it's like, I have no idea where any of that is. But if it's like, go to this monument in this one area, if it's something big and outlandish, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna draw that on your fucking homemade map where it's like, that's a big ass penis looking tower.
And when you make a game guide of it, it's like you'll always refer to it as the penis tower.
Yeah.
I guess Breath of the Wild also kind of had that too. If you didn't want to like quick travel anywhere else, you can actually just like avoid like creating maps for yourself. You really could. and you can still see the world just as it is.
Yeah. So yeah, that's essentially what you have to do in Odyssey.
There are regions, but to find everything, you have to explore and figure the shit out.
Nice. That's what I like. I would like to actually bring exploration back to games, as opposed to climb this tower.
Yeah, objective-based things.
Yeah, and it opens up the map for you.
All right.
Much like Batman, every Ubisoft game, and fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man made it a bit more interactive and
Right.
and a little bit more fun to do it, but it's still essentially the same thing.
Right.
Go to this part of the map, or go to this objective, and we'll open up the map.
Mm-hmm.
I just want it to be, go around. The map is yours to do your fuckery.
Mm-hmm. You want to find Hell's
Oh.
Kitchen? Fuck.
That's one thing that I know about of Red Dead 2. That's one thing that I know about. If you turn your map off in Red Dead 2, they don't tell you, oh, go to this place anymore. They will give you step-by-step directions by giving you landmarks on what to look out for to find what you're looking for.
That's actually really bad.
So it's like literal fucking, if I tell you, all right, go to In-N-Out. There's like 15 of those in the area. It's like, all right, head down this street. When you see this thing, turn that way. Go north once you hit this, and you should see it over here.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, sweet. I'm gonna have to fucking remember that bullshit. But I made this active choice to not have a map. Without that map, them saying go to this place is meaningless.
Damn, dude. I always rely on waypoints. So, especially when you're driving around somewhere.
I want games to be like that, where yes, you can have a mini map, yes, you can have your waypoints, but I want it to cater to people that also choose to forego all of that. Mm-hmm. If they want to throw themselves and immerse themselves in this world, well, you're as immersed as you're gonna be. You have no mini map, no radar, no fucking waypoints, no highlighting your bad guys. It's just like, shoot the guy shooting at you.
Shit. That is nice if they allow for additional like difficulty. I guess when you get in Breath of the Wild, they also allow you just to toggle off like your compass and everything like that. Your HUD's just completely just bare.
Nice.
And you just, and they give you certain signs of like where to go. They have some signs here and there, like once you reach a certain point, like this village over here, or you want to go to this fountain over there, like.
Yeah, okay. Like just like little stakes in the ground for like waypoint markers, and that makes complete and utter sense because that's how some folks got around. It was like, go down, you'll see a post, follow the signs, and it's like, oh, fucking Anchorage is that way. All right, it's now that way. And you have to go like through 90 signs because from here to Anchorage is far as fuck. But sure enough, you follow the signs, you'll get to Anchorage.
I couldn't imagine playing Skyrim without a map.
I played it without using the map.
But then again, the map is also just a satellite image of everything, so it's not completely clear.
Yeah.
It's just a regional map.
Yeah. Another cool thing is if you're gonna play Skyrim without a map, they actually have like mods for that, to where it makes things feel more real in the fact that there's more sign postings everywhere.
Okay.
It's not just, okay, everyone just automatically knows where everything is. It's more, there's signs at places. I live in this city, and there's signs everywhere that tell you where everything is, because people need it, even if they live there.
Dude, Volume 4 of RWBY, they be damned without that map that they kept spawning back like each episode. They kept losing that map.
That they kept getting rid of and kept respawning. It isn't.
I wouldn't say. I would say yes and no.
It's just as RPG as the original Red Dead was. As far as I know, it's about that. You don't get skill points. You don't get this. You don't get that. But you can build up your camp a little. You can just do a bunch of shit, and you just get good, son.
You get good.
Another cool ass game that's more get good than will make you good is a very underrated overhyped, if that's possible, but it's underrated, overhyped, and not for everyone. It was Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh yeah, I remember that game.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that like more of an indie project, kind of given like the fundings to?
Yeah, it was an indie project, and it was to make a simulation of living in feudal times, where combat was hard as fuck because you actually had to be good. It wasn't hand holding. Be like, okay, now use the dodge button.
Dodge button, the block. Well, you have blocking, but still.
Yeah, you have blocking, but you actually have to, like, you know, move your shield in the way of the thing that's coming at you. Not just you put your shield up, and if they hit over here, well, since you had your shield up, it does less damage. No,
We'll jerk your arm over there.
No, if you don't have your shield protecting your face when they stab your face, well, you just got stabbed in the face and you died.
Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry you couldn't raise your shield to your face.
What's it called? Was like that. Oblivion.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Combat in that game sucked because when you raised your shield, it just went to right here.
It's like
so the key point was to get the biggest shield that you could find in the game, and if ever you're fighting someone with arrows, you turn like this and go like that while crouching. That way they only hit the shield. Because if they don't hit the shield, it does full damage.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Mark was also talking about Red Dead. He wanted to see if like an online feature would be to have like bounties on your head for wanted posters and whatnot. That makes sense.
If they put up wanted posters, that would be cool. But they've always had the bounties. Like in the original Red Dead, my brother was trying to get a $1 million bounty.
Oh wow.
He got to, I think, 6,000, 7,000.
Damn.
Because it's really, really hard to get a high bounty. You get like $100 added to your name for every lawman that you kill.
Oh wow.
And then like $50 for every regular Joe Schmo that you kill.
Wow. It's like One Piece on horseback. How much shit can you get into to raise that bounty?
I haven't seen the new trailer for Death Stranding.
Is there a new one? I mean, I've seen it, but I'm not sure if I've seen a new additional gameplay for it. It's kind of weird. They still make it very obscure, at least from what I remember seeing. But I'll definitely need to look into that one as well. In fact, I'm just looking at it now. I'm looking at it now.
The one featuring the man with the golden mask.
One with the baby. That's so weird.
The baby?
Just the baby, dude. Why they gotta be showing?
I really hope that the conspiracy theory is true about this game.
What?
Where Death Stranding is just Hideo Kojima creating a different IP so he can make Metal Gear Zero.
That sounds great.
Where it's just a prequel to even Metal Gear Solid 3. And he just doesn't fucking say a word about it or reference it. It's all just you over-analyzing shit and like... But since he never uses any of the same intellectual properties being like names or fucking whatevers, it all boils down to, well, the concept of giant robots is fucking... It's not only Metal Gear that uses giant robots. It's not only Metal Gear that has super soldiers. It's not only Metal Gear where people have animal code names.
I don't know. I think the recent trailer was for E3.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, E3 happened, huh?
Yeah, that was a while back. While back.
While back.
But I think that's the only thing. And as far as the gameplay I've seen, it is kind of an open world-ish type of game as far as like the environments, but you have obviously a place to go. But the baby thing, dude. I gotta see more of that. Like,
you have to see more of the baby?
I gotta see more of it. What does the baby do? Is he gonna talk to you? Is he gonna be that weird, like, that side character, that Navi? It's probably not, but still.
I think it's just a bit of psychosis.
But if I see more Norman Reedus, I'm okay.
Well, I'm like 98% sure he's the main character.
Yeah, I just want to see more of him. All right.
Just go watch The Walking Dead.
But it's not the same. Or at least I have a lot of episodes to catch up on.
Oh, you too? I stopped at season 3.
Oh, shit. I'm one season ahead of you. Just one, though.
I stopped when the Skoy Pizzeria stopped.
Yeah, you're right. And it would bring up some more able discussions / reactions. God, I guess I should watch it. Especially with the new season, which is apparently Rick's final season. How could they... Why would they announce that? Why would they say that?
Because little do you know, the show's ending.
Either the show ends or Rick ends.
Which would then end the show.
I guess so.
I don't think people would watch it as much if Rick died.
That's how I feel about Assassin's Creed.
And what happened?
They made
people stopped playing it.
They make prequels. A la Fear the Walking Dead.
Fear the Walking Dead is not a prequel. It's just what's happening on the West Coast.
Okay.
Yeah, Fear the Walking Dead takes place in California and Mexico.
Okay.
More accurately, San Diego and Mexico.
But then also the Walking Dead video game is ending too. So it's like, shit.
Well, it's over. It's canceled.
It got canceled.
Got canceled because Telltale went under.
Same with Luke Cage.
Luke Cage got canceled?
He got canceled.
Whoa.
I think also Iron Fist also got canceled.
Yeah,
too.
Iron Fist got fucking canned, which is a good thing. Because the bits that I've seen of the show, the choreography of the greatest Marvel martial artist was ass. Daredevil has better choreography.
Shit. Well, he's also pretty good too.
He's a good martial artist, but Iron Fist is the greatest martial artist canonically in the Marvel universe. Outside of maybe fucking Deadpool because he's too unpredictable, and I think his name's Game Master or something like that, because he can copy anyone and everyone by watching them.
Oh shit.
And the only person that he cannot beat is Deadpool, because Deadpool is 100% unpredictable anarchy. And that's the only reason that he cannot copy Deadpool and win.
Damn, dude. Oh, also, did you notice that I taped the pop filter?
Oh, I didn't. Nice. I can't rotate it now.
Because I was streaming and I just heard shh. And I'm like, did the pop filter just fall off and just land inside the bag? Yep. So I was like, you know what? I can't take this anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I was on Death Stranding here and I was gonna search something else, but I forgot.
Now, is that confirmed, or are you getting my hopes up off of fucking hearsay? Because you can't do this to me.
You can't play with these feels. What was it? Skybound will continue and finish. Telltale's like Walking Dead. Don't be. I know, right? How could you do this?
God damn it! Press the wrong thing.
Taskmaster, who can predict.
That's it.
Who can predict his opponent's movements, but can't predict Deadpool.
Yeah,
so.
he's 100%
Unpredictable.
unadulterated anarchy.
Walking Dead is continuing on a different company. You're saying a lot of stuff.
They aim to finish it.
They aim, okay.
However, they are looking into hiring the devs to finish it. We 100% want 100% Telltale staff to finish the walk. Skybound! Do it!
Skybound!
And this is 1 day old news.
Oh wow.
This is cutting edge news right here.
Oh shit. What can we expect?
Oh my god.
Let's talk about it.
Dude. I need calm.
Okay.
I'm really excited about it for the sole fact of that statement. Well, that excerpt. I'm not sure if it's the full statement, but this excerpt of the Skybound CEO stating that we want 100% Telltale staff to finish The Walking Dead. That means they don't want to put their hand in it.
They just want them to finish.
Mess it up. They want Telltale to finish it, even though it's not Telltale anymore. Mm-hmm. So I'm really happy about that, because it would be the true story that finishes, not
just like almost an adaptation.
Yeah, not what we expect it to have ended as. This is how we're ending it.
god, dude. That was something I didn't hear about.
Oh, I remember that. Last Man Standing.
Remember that?
Last Man Standing, the new Tim Allen show. Well, the new-ish Tim Allen show. It's been out for a couple seasons already. It got canceled on it got canceled on ABC because a lot of leftists weren't happy about its really strong right-wing like idea set.
Okay.
But I've seen the show, and yes, Tim Allen is a very right-wing character. He's borderline fucking, I'm gonna grab my assault rifle and shoot down fucking liberals.
Oh, wow.
He's borderline that. But he's very balanced by the rest of his family. His wife and I think it's 2 or 3 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
They're fairly left centrist, almost like to be considered full left.
Oh, okay.
And so they balance him out, and it balances the show to where it's like, yes, he's spouting a lot of right-wing ideals, but they're also correcting him, saying, you're taking it too far. We don't have to, it's not all about, oh, I need my gun and all this. It's real. The show itself is very centered, even though Tim Allen's very right.
Yeah.
And Fox picked them back up, but they've had to change a few of the characters and whatnot just because they were out of work for 2 years.
Wow. Yeah.
They were out of work for a long time, and so they got new jobs doing different things, and so they just had to replace a few of the actors doing the characters.
All right.
It still falls on the same thing, and it's still a good, funny show. It's just not a show that you should like really allow a single character to get you all butthurt when they bounce off of each other with their ideas.
Because we could have shows, and we've watched them before, of just like characters who, like, just one character who single-handedly like carries the show, and usually it's for the worst.
Yeah.
But when we have characters that balance off each other, like really work off ideals, it does make it better, I believe.
Yeah.
Just have like much more like engrossed line of characters doing their thing, being different. That's specifically important. Just being different.
Yeah.
Character.
He pretty much has an entourage of straight men while he's spouting nonsense. And I like that idea of shows, especially sitcoms, which it is. It's meant to poke fun at shit. If it was just all right-wing ideas, then yeah, it would be a bad show.
It'd just be like, what is this?
It would just be a political agenda type show, and that's not funny. The idea is to have a straight man to pull everything back. That's why I really like a whole bunch of shows where a bunch of a bunch of the characters tend to be more left idealists, and there's one right-wing straight man to balance them out. Because that's the one thing about shows and sitcoms is all that. You can't have too many people leaning to the right, otherwise it'll ruin it.
Yeah.
The right side of the American political spectrum is just, it's too strong in its ideas and the way it wants to portray them, to where you need left to outweigh the right by at least, I would say, a 3-1. You get a 3-1 at the bare minimum, and it'll be off kilter, but it'll be balanced.
I feel like that is kind of like the formula for a relatively like okay like show where you just have that extreme like individual who is to be neutralized out by like the supporting cast, and then usually they'll have like that one episode that kind of shifts the tables or like switches the tables or whatever, and you see a different light in them. And I think even if they go back to the regular ways of doing things, it's just, it's one of those things that adds more depth to the character.
I think the best show that showcase that you can under right wing the right wing was fucking King of the Hill, because all 4 members of the main cast, being Hank, Bill, Boomhauer, and Dale, they're all right wing Texas fucking gun-toting Americans. But Dale is fucking out there. He is the guy who he's not just the right wing, he's the right engine, he's the right fucking stabilizer, he's the right wind in the right wing. And the other guys are there like, a little too far there, bud. It's a right wing show that has right wing straight men against this fucking dude who's just he's too far to the right.
When you reach the end of the spectrum.
Yeah. He broke the graph. He's so far west that he's kind of poking on the east a little.
You guys look different. Like, wait, did someone who invited him? He doesn't even go here.
But we are at an hour 5.
Hour 5?
Yep.
All right, perfect. I liked how we just kind of like carried over that conversation. Just, you know what? If I look, could someone like make some kind of like graph of where we were going?
Our flowchart?
Our flowchart, thank you. Of just where we went with this podcast, because I got lost. I'm thinking back and I've still got lost. So please. But it's fun either way, so I guess we'll just end it here. And then we'll just carry on doing our filming stuff, and yeah. And I think that's going to comprise of like the reaction stuff, and then we'll go with Spider-Man. We'll try to finish Spider-Man as soon as we can, and then do Ultimate, because I'm actually really interested in, I don't know why I've gotten so interested in like high difficulty like games. It's like, why do I hate myself so much?
Is it because you want to get pistol whipped and die?
I kind of want to see that. I want to see Peter just get hit with one pistol whip and just. Part of me wishes that it could be as unforgiving. I don't know why, but yeah, we'll just end like right there. So, all right. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of DangIT Podcast. This is episode 228. My name is Justin.
I'm Gabe.
And thanks for watching. #bye. So weird.
Purple.
Oh yeah, that's purple. Yeah, I had one of those cases.